Sit back while I explain to you what the tool presentation project involves. Okay, so when you're on the course website, what you want to do is look for this tab right here. Open it up, Presentations, and two presentations are explained. The first one we're looking at is the tool presentation, and these are the component parts of it. So basically, you are taking a presentation tool and creating a presentation with it. Some options are listed here, but of course you can select other ones. And it should be a tool that you have some familiarity with or are just learning and you'd like to challenge yourself. So part of the evaluation on this project will require that you do challenge yourself. So you don't want to take a tool that you know very well, one that you perhaps have learned about in the course or you've started to use just recently. And basically these are the steps that you're going to be doing. First, we are going to look at the evaluative criteria, and I'm going to move down to that in a minute as soon as I go through these steps with you. You are going to create with the tool you've selected a presentation that relates to the course themes, which focus on digital divide. And so, of course, some of your readings for the course, both from the textbook as well as online readings, as well as other readings that you've accessed on your own, and of course your own thoughts about the digital divide, will be incorporated into this presentation. You're also going to incorporate in the presentation some tips to help other people learn how to use the tool. And then last, share some ideas in the presentation about how the tool you've used can be used in the classroom. Once your presentation is completed, you will have a draft of it. You are going to put that draft in our Google community, and I'll show you in a bit how to access the Google community and where to put that draft one presentation. You are in our class going to show the presentation in a very interactive format that allows us to ask questions as you're going along. So that means you're going to be pausing as you go, not just go straight through. And at the end, we'll want to have a follow-up discussion. In class, you are going to create a survey which is going to seek your peers' feedback about how to revise the presentation. You are then going to post that survey in the Google community for all of us to access. We will complete your survey, and then you will access the responses and use those responses to revise your presentation. You will then put the final version of the presentation in the Google community. Now I'm walking you down a little further to see the criteria, and this is the criteria. It adds up to 10 points, which is how much the project is worth. So notice that we want you to choose a platform that stretches your understanding of the platform, which is why you don't want to take a platform that you've used many times. You want one that's really somewhat new to you. Okay, you are going to demonstrate that you can use this tool in an innovative way. You are going to, as you're presenting, engage us intellectually and stimulate our curiosity about what you're discussing in the presentation. We will be asking questions as you go along, not just at the end, and you'll want to be prepared to answer those questions. Your presentation, not only, as we said, should be informative, we want it to be interactive. And we want it somehow or other to engage us and to be collaborative. You will, in class, create a survey, and then we'll access it. So you will receive credit for creating that survey and then using it to finalize your presentation. You will finalize your presentation based on your peer feedback, and then you will post the final version of the presentation in the Google community. Now, to reach the Google community for our class, there is a link right here. I'm going to take you there, and I'm going to show you the parts of the Google community you're going to be using. So your first draft will be put into where you see this category. You'll open it up, and you're going to create a new post. And you'll give the new post a title. That title would be the title of your presentation. Then you will have copied the link from your online presentation and use this link button to paste in the link. Okay, I'm going to cancel for now. Okay, and then once you're finished with the presentation in class, when you create your survey, you're going to use Google Forms. You're going to put the link here, okay, and either do it as a response here or be able to create a new post, do that. And identify yourself in the title and the name of your presentation, and then put the link in to the Google form survey. Okay, then you'd be all set with that. Now, after you've had some time between classes to revise your presentation, there's a link here for you to put the final version of your presentation, and that's the category you would be putting it in. So that takes you through the Google community. Again, I remind you to access information about the presentation project. You're going to go here, and as you walk through the steps, as indicated here, okay, notice these are the steps right in through here that require you to put something in the Google community. Okay, and please pay attention carefully to the criteria as you're creating your project. And once your project is created, go back to the criteria and make sure that you are really in the target zone, and you should be all set. And of course, if you have any questions about the project, you can send them to us in the Google community if you like. There is a Q&A section in the Google community to do that with. Or you can send them to us using our Voxer class chat. And if you have an individual question, of course, you can email that to me. So that's the basics of that project. And I think we've pretty much covered everything. And so that ends this walkthrough. Thank you very much for listening.